Hey, good morning, everybody. How's everything going on this Monday morning? Looks like the futures are up a little bit. Some people might be kind of happy. Hope you all had a great weekend. Thank you so much for being here. I do appreciate it. Let's see. Let's make sure we have sound. Somebody give me a sound check. Charts, all good. Cool. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. All right, so Friday, it looks like we ended with a Morningstar signal. So I would say that we have what I would call an alert, but it has not confirmed yet. I would look at confirming over Friday's high is what I would look at. And that would be a positive close, not just an intraday little peak there. So I certainly understand that we may want to rush into something if the market starts to turn bullish, and any kind of a positive move here would indicate something bullish. But at the end of the day, what is important is that we close up here. Another thing that's very important to remember about this chart, at least what I'm making notes to myself. I've already made notes this morning about trading, is we are still very much in a downtrend, and one little candle pattern does not make for a big bullish move. However, it could put together a bullish relief rally, which I think would be pretty nice. And then we can shop for short trades here. Overall, the market is still very bearish, very bearish, and nothing about this suggests any kind of drastic move to the upside. There's, excuse me, there are some awfully nice charts to the long side, and that's what we're going to look at today. Here is some charts that might participate in a little bit of relief rally here. I do want to go check UVXY here, and you can see it's peeling back a little bit, but what's happening is it's running right into some support. So honestly, a little bit more to the downside, and we could put together a little bit more support. I would like to see it down here at 1440. Down here around that 1440, we'll look for a bounce back up, and that might be where the market is set to pull in some more of those shorts right here. So earnings this week, I guess we've got some retail earnings that may play a big part with this market on how it goes forward from here. One thing I want to mention is that I fielded a few phone calls this weekend while I was out, and I talked to a few people. And one thing that I'm seeing here, especially with brand new traders, brand spanking new traders, and this could also apply to traders that are struggling, is I see these brand new traders, they're coming into the market trying to make money. And this is not a new traders market. This is a terrific educational market for new traders right now, definitely. But it's not a new traders trading market. And you've really got to be on your toes on trading here. Also, watch your costs. And what I mean by that is watch your losses. If you're buying into positions, it doesn't matter if you're buying long or short, it doesn't matter. And if you find where you buy one or buy, it doesn't matter whether it's long or short, okay? You get into it, and all of a sudden it hits your stop or turns negative and you close it out. Okay, give it one. But if it happens again, put the brakes on. Seriously, stop and think about what's happening here, because if you keep losing money, even though it might be $20 here, $20 there, $30, $40, maybe it's not anything big. If you don't have big account, that will just chew your account up, those small little costs. So remember, this is a business. Trading is a business. So in all businesses, you've got to keep your costs down. And if you keep your costs down and actually rise from the bottom, that will lift your top end. So what I mean by that is say you have let's see here, red. You've got costs. Costs are your losses. If you change those costs from down here, let's do this too. Let's give ourselves something like that, so we have something to go against. So if your costs say look like that, well, if you sorry, I probably should have done this a different way. Put that back. Try this again now. I'm doing this as I go here. So here's your cost. Okay. Now, if you do this, if you raise your costs up off that bottom, what that's going to do is it's going to raise your bottom line, and that's what you want. So one, if you find where you're having trouble always getting stopped out or losing this little bit of money, or for those with bigger accounts, maybe a lot of money, pull the plug, stop, reevaluate, raise those costs. You raise those costs, it raises your bottom line, and that's what you're after. And if this happens, if you lose 2, 3, maybe 4 times, take a break. Just take a break. Go for a walk, take a day off, go wash your car, mow your lawn. Just take some time off and regroup with yourself. I think you'll find that a little helpful. Anyway, sorry to go on about that too much. EPAM, take a look at EPAM here. EPAM has alerted, however, it's not necessarily alerted for a buy yet. And what I would look for is positive trading. That's one of the big keys in this market. Another big key in this market, which we kind of run into a wall right here, honestly, because I don't think it's confirmed yet. It's alerted, but not confirmed. With this market, we're not seeing lots and lots and lots of follow through. We're not seeing that. We're not even seeing things like this, where we're up and then we pull back and then up. We're not seeing this kind of follow through. We're not seeing that. So you've got to be really good at being a stock picker for those that have just started trading. Maybe you're not there yet, but this is what you can learn. This is where the trading rooms come in, whether you're here in Hit Run Candlesticks, Right Way Options, ask, talk about charts. This is where we learn. So anyway, like I said, I don't think we've completely confirmed yet. Doesn't mean that you can't be in it. But as it moves up, we want to be in a position to take profits into strength before this thing starts to pull back. And this market has proven that this is what it does. We have these short little bursts up, and then we continue our downtrend. Excuse me. Coke was looking to put a little peek it back here. It has turned around now. If you take price out of the picture, let's see what this looks like. That's not really what I wanted. There we go. If we take price out of the picture, look how this chart just simply looking like a J-hook. Just simply like that. And sometimes the thing to do is take price out of the picture and just see what the overall trend is doing right here. I think we've alerted. Now what we want is some confirmation. Confirmation would be over Friday's candle. CDX, we've alerted quite nice here, I think, and a little bit of confirmation would be on positive trading. So as traders, we look at this and we like to buy. Maybe Friday it's bought, maybe somebody's buying it right away this morning. We like those early entries. All traders do. And what you're looking for now is a confirmation. Now, it could slide sideways for a day or two, and that's okay, as long as it doesn't break your stop. As long as it stays above that stop, it's still a good chart. As it moves up, remember to consider profits into strength. GILD, I've been watching that one for a couple weeks here. I think we're setting up quite nice. I think we've got a nice alert here. Now what we want to see is confirmation, and that would be a breakout. Now remember, confirmation is not necessarily, well, in fact, it's just not. It's not a move intraday up. It's where it closes is what's important. So here we are. We've got to make these decisions as traders. The decision is, do we buy now? Do we buy on the breakout intraday, or do we wait to the end of the day? And this is something every trader just simply has to make that decision on your own. If I buy something intraday, it does not mean that it is going to hold up toward, at the end of the day. I cannot tell you if the stock is going to hold up into the day. Nobody can. So sometimes, and this is a great strategy, is during the day, find these charts that are working. And then at the end of the day, that last hour, that's when you might put your buys in. That's not the perfect strategy, but that is a strategy. CLX is still setting up. We bust through that 200 period moving average, and I would look for that 500 up here to be tagged. Beautiful trend right in here. Let me see if I can get my throat a little wet. WDC setting up for a nice little J hook. We've got a Morningstar candle here. That gave us the alert. Follow through would give us the confirmation that we need. So that would be follow through over Friday's candle. Oxy is still setting up. Oxy looks like it's actually confirming right now. So as we start moving up, Friday's candle would be a pretty nice little alert. And then we're getting that confirmation right now. Ultimately, we needed to break out over this, what is it, May 6th high right here. Still looking like an excellent chart. VRTS, one off the bottom, rounded bottom breakout. Here is a Morningstar signal that created that alert, and now we've moved sideways and we're getting that confirmation in here. So I think what I would look at here is anything below, what would that be? Well, let's take Thursday, about halfway of Thursday's candle. Anything below that would not be what I would want to see in a long chart. Thomas has wheat here, and then we're going to have to run off. Wheat, my thoughts on wheat is it's still in a downtrend. That's, whoops, that's not wheat, is it? Hang on here. There we go. It's in an uptrend, Thomas. So now that it's in an uptrend, what happens is, what are your rules for buying? So I don't play against the news. Okay, I don't trade with the news. So I know there's news out there that wheat is going to become a little more scarce. I get that, but I don't trade with that. So if you do, then again, you still have to go back. How are you going to trade this? A chart in a bullish trend is bullish, period. No questions asked. Simply bullish. Now it becomes an argument with yourself as a trader. How exactly are you going to buy that? Are you going to buy it? You know, do you allow? Well, now you're asking, is it too late? For some people, yes, and for some people, no. The simple question is, what is your rules? It's that simple. And see, it is for you. Maybe you should have led with that. Share what your plan is on there. So we're up 1, 2, 3, 4 days. What do you got with that? So there you go. Answered your own question. All right, everyone, take care. We'll see you back here right about the open. Thank you very much. Appreciate it.